All right, here is reaction to all the breaking news tonight. The author of Why We Fight, just out this week, defeating America's enemies with no apologies. Fox News national security strategist Sebastian Gorka, also out this week. They're competing for the New York Times top spot with Tucker Carlson. The author of Spygate, the attempted sabotage of Donald J. Trump, former Secret Service agent, NRA TV contributor Dan Bongino, Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi, who herself was a victim of the mob. And by the way, fake news CNN says you can't say it's a mob. You, Secretary Nielsen, Sarah Sanders, Ted Cruz, this is a mob that is being incited by people like Maxine Waters, follow them into department stores and restaurants. If any conservative did to a Democratic woman what was done to you, Pam, there would be fire and fury, to use a phrase.
There certainly would, Sean, and it's the classic definition of a mob. If you look up what a mob is in the dictionary, it's inciting violence, and that's what they're doing. I was booed again the other night. Someone saw me and yelled my name like they had won the lottery, basically the lottery of getting to be mean to a human being. And, you know, that's what the world's turning into.
But they're doing it to wives and they're doing it to women, the very people that say that they have a monopoly of compassion and that conservatives don't.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry you had to go through that. You know,
I'm not going to be a
Dan,
victim.
this is now what they're saying to do. We're seeing it daily, and it is a mob. Yeah. And Democrats are inciting this with their words in many ways.
You know, they are, Sean, but I think this is happening for a reason. I think in this Trump era where now Trump just refuses to back down to this political pressure through the media, the liberal swamp, and these activist groups, it's enraged them. Sean, the left, for as much as I disagree with them ideologically, they're usually tactically smarter than this. But Trump has them moving and scattered. They just don't know what to do anymore because they're not used to a real political fight. Republicans would have, elected Republicans would have backed down by now, and Trump refuses to do it.
We're looking at Ted Cruz, and he's with his wife, Hannity. And literally, he has to escort his wife and act as protection, Dr. Gorka, to get her out of the restaurant because they can't even let people sit for 5 seconds and have peace.
Think about the metric in America today that you risk bodily harm if you put on a red MAGA hat in many parts of the United States. That's actually an act of courage. The left walks around in T-shirts with Che Guevara, a mass murderer, on their chest. We don't do anything to them. This is why the midterms are crucial, Sean. Do you want the mob to run America? Do you want people who will intimidate you if you do not toe their line? That's what the next 26 days are about.
And Pam, when Kanye said today that it's freeing and it really is a sign of courage, I'm not going to let anybody tell me how to think. And I'm going to wear my Make America Great Again hat. Well, he could have held back a little bit on the cursing in the Oval Office, but we'll put that aside for a second. Most people have cursed in their lives. But you know, it's sad that we have the lowest unemployment for African Americans, Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans. And somebody's saying, good job, let's do more of this.
And Kanye's a businessman, Sean, and he's a capitalist, and he understands that. And he's saying, let's make more products in the United States. He gets it, and he knows all the good that the president has done for the country. And Kanye West is brave. He's his own man. He's not scared to speak his mind and wear his Make America Great Again hat. And none of us are going to be victims, frankly. Ted Cruz was out there protecting his wife. And, you know, everyone's going to continue to do what's right, despite what the former chief legal officer of our entire country said, to kick people when they're down. It's despicable. And I know
I want
Eric
everything
Holder,
Kanye wants,
really
what he's saying anyway. I don't know. I'm sure I don't agree on everything. I disagree with him on stop and frisk because it worked in New York and lives were saved. But Dan Bongino, I agree on prison reform. I agree on safer cities. And I agree make products in America and create more jobs for Americans. I'm all in.
Yeah, Sean, I've been really vocal about this. I wish a lot of the establishment-type Republicans who are selling this moment short would take a time out and think about this. Where have we fell short over the years? Cultural capital. Democrats have built up a bank account of cultural capital through Hollywood and celebrities. And finally, we have people with cultural capital saying, hey, these Republicans aren't crazy. Let's hear what they have to say. It's a big deal.
Dr. Gorka, by the way, you clean up really well.
I escaped from a garlic attempt on your show, Sean.
We'll give you the last word.
Look, it's very, very simple. They have no policies. They have no argument. All they have is intimidation, and we will not let them get away with it.
All right. Thank you all. And thanks for taking a break from that event. Pam, we're sorry what you went through.